Yeah. What's really fucking good, y'all? It's your boy Mill.
Your boy Pat.
And y'all are tapping right now to another edition of On Base Soil, your favorite podcast, our favorite podcast, everyone's favorite podcast to listen to out there in the free world. Make sure y'all go ahead and hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, turn on your damn notifications so you know when your boys go live like today. Happy KD Eve Day, my brother.
What's happening, man? What's happening? Good Bay Area day. How y'all feeling out there?
Shout out to everybody in the chat tapping in. My boy Salsita, as always, was good, y'all. As I said before, make sure you go onto YouTube, hit the subscribe button for us. Make sure you go ahead and share this episode. Go ahead and follow us on all platforms at On Base Soil, on Twitter, on Twitch, on Instagram, of course. And we are also streaming right now on Instagram. Shout out to everybody who's seeing this first time on Instagram, on the actual On Base Soil page. And then shout out to Jim Everett, the great. Shout out to Rams Nation in the chat. Jay LaFrey, our Vegas correspondent. My boy, yes, sir. Happy 4th of July Eve to everyone that is going to be off tomorrow. It was some good barbecue and some motherfucking fireworks. Shout out my boy Kevon in the building. We here, yes, sir. Pat, what are you looking forward to for the holiday tomorrow?
Shit, just some good weather, good food. I ain't really doing too much tomorrow. Chilling, so keeping it light.
Is barbecue on the menu for yourself?
I ain't cooking, so we'll find maybe find somewhere. Maybe find somewhere to fall through, but
that is real. That is real. It's not like Thanksgiving, so I wouldn't say that you have a go-to dish, but for the barbecue, what are you putting on your plate for show?
Usually get some ribs and a hot link. Usually my go-to.
Man, cannot go wrong with a good hot link. I'm gonna throw that out there as well too. Ribs, if you have the dedication, definitely would throw it on there. But just probably just an easy. You know what I'm saying, throw some links, some burgers, chicken on there, and call it a day. And shit. Hopefully, just trying to see some fireworks tomorrow. That'll be lit. Over to why everyone is definitely pulling up here. The Warriors latest, as a lot has happened since the last time we've been on the pod. People have left the organization. People are still here in the organization. And the Warriors have not really made too many moves as of right now in free agency. But there is the looming Jonathan Kuminga restricted free agency thing that's been going on since the end of the season. Really since, all year, since my boy didn't sign the extension like Moody did last year. And the latest with Anthony Slater coming through, saying that the Kings have floated an offer where the Wizards have also generated some news as well, some interest in Jonathan Kuminga. And a return to the Warriors is still on the table, but it remains unresolved after 4 days. I'm going to get into why Giannis Watch is kind of dead for me in a second, but my brother Pat, for the Kuminga news, are you shocked? Are you just kind of thinking like this is kind of what was par for course? Or like, what do you think right now as Jonathan Kuminga is not yet signed for the extension nor traded off the team so far?
Yeah, yeah, I feel like this is kind of what I was expecting to an extent. Like, I knew there was going to be some interest and people want him, but they know he's a restricted free agent, so they're probably not going to waste their time making a real offer. Man. And the Warriors are going to try to play hardball, get a good return on their investment, and people are going to try to lowball them. So, puts us in a weird spot, but yeah, I don't know. Hope they do something soon.
The Warriors currently right now are at $170 million in terms of total contracts after paying Quentin Post, who got $2 million, and Guy Santos bringing back your boy to the team as well too for the extra $2 million. So they're just underneath the luxury tax right now and below the salary cap aprons. But if they extend Kuminga for like 4 to 5 years or whatever, then they'll go into that second apron and then also be, I guess, paying luxury tax as well too. And it'll be kind of hard to really make any moves if they do sign him for a long-term type of deal. Whereas the sign and trade, which we have said on the show is probably the most likely thing that can happen, is really the one that's kind of possibly what it's looking like, as they could, I guess, still do like a 3-team deal. And to do that, the receiving team must send out about his full salary minus $7 million, and then it has to be at least a 3-team deal. So I was like, bro, with the Wizards, I was thinking like, bro, who the fuck are we gonna get off the Wizards? But Marcus Smart or CJ McCollum for
Chris
Jonathan
Middleton probably a
Kuminga?
possibility too.
I'll take Chris Middleton at this point in time. Shit. It's a lot of old niggas that's on their roster who would probably fit in well for this specific timeline with Steph, now Jimmy, Draymond Green, and then just all the old niggas we got on the team, bro. I mean, does that excite you though? Getting like a Marcus Smart for Jonathan Kuminga or CJ McCollum?
Nah, none of them really excite me. But I feel like, excuse me, at this point, you're just gonna take what you can get. As long as you get like a serviceable starter type of player, I feel like, it is what it is. At this point, you're not going to get equal value because teams know you're trying to get rid of them. So,
yeah. I would definitely fuck with the Marcus Smart pickup just for defensive purposes, and you could probably play him on the court with Steph, with Jimmy at the 3, Draymond at the 4, and whoever they want to roll out there center at the 5, and then just have him like play defense and be a good spotter player as well, can make big shots as well too. Malcolm Brogdon, you fucking with that?
I mean, again, at this point, you're gonna take what you can get. He's a good basketball player. I ain't gonna sit here and act like he's just hella weak. So he's cool.
Would you put him in the starting lineup though over Pods?
Would I or would Steve Kerr?
I mean, would you? Because I mean, that's that is. I mean, he probably would definitely not start.
Totally different questions.
No. But I think Marcus Smart. Would. Okay. I know. I think Marcus Smart would definitely. Steve would definitely put Marcus Smart in over Pods, strictly because he's a veteran. He's a smart player and he can play defense. But Malcolm Brogdon would definitely not start over Pods for sure. That's definitely not happening.
That's funny. I wouldn't say a definitely for Marcus Smart, but I would say it's highly likely opposed to a Malcolm Brogdon for sure. He's got definitely more of a chance to start over Pods than Brogdon.
Yes, definitely for sure. CJ McCollum and Kelly Olynyk also could be potential options, which I kind of CJ McCollum is in that realm of us getting CP3 for me, where it's like the ops and you're just adding the ops to the team like that just because. And I wouldn't quite fuck with it, but he is a veteran player and has played well against the Warriors and is a smart basketball player. So I wouldn't be too mad at it for CJ. But I just feel like Kelly Olynyk, I don't know, bro. Has Kelly Olynyk even played basketball like that in the last couple of years?
Yeah, I'm sure he's been playing somewhere. He's just probably not been on the good team.
That's what I'm saying. Like, man, I really see him out there like that. Is he? Because now we don't really have a big. I mean, outside of TJD and Quentin Post, I guess, and with Looney gone, I guess Olynyk would be cool. But are you fucking with those pieces over bringing in a Marcus Smart?
I don't know, because it depends, like, how you going to fill out the roster. Like, it's easy to say Marcus Smart is better than them, right? But if you just get Marcus Smart and then we don't get shit else, that don't really help us. You feel me? So it's like, it depends how they going to fill out the roster.
That's true.
Like,
that is true.
Yeah, I mean, like, Marcus Smart is really a point guard, kind of. But I feel like with him being a defender he could be kind of interchangeable with Curry. But then if we don't get a center, we still finna be out here cooked because Marcus Smart can't really shoot like that. I mean, Butler can't really shoot like that. I mean, he's decent, but Draymond, like, you feel me? So
no, we ain't got no shooters.
yeah, exactly. So that don't really solve our problems. But then if we get Kelly Olynyk, all right, he's kind of a stretch big, Dario Saric, Bielitsa type, right? So that's decent. CJ McCollum can shoot, but then he can't guard nobody. So it's like, you know, it's damn if you do, damn if you don't. So it just depends on how they fill out the rest of the roster. I feel like either of those moves at this point, like I said, whatever you can get for Kuminga, as long as you can get like starting caliber, serviceable players, like we just got to get something. Like we just have to get something at this point because I don't want him coming back on our roster. Not that I don't think he's a good player because I'm a Kuminga fan, but we know how Kerr feels about him. We know how Kerr rocks with him. It's just no point. It's just no point for him to come back on this roster.
Tim Legler broke it down on ESPN last night. He had a really good breakdown. He was like, man, this nigga gonna play like 4,000 minutes and he's still auditioning for a role on the Warriors. And it's just like, my nigga, like at some point, like you said, like it's just like, man, like, yes, I would definitely, we have been Kuminga fan. We are Kuminga stands since day one on this show. And I would definitely want my boy back because, like, man, you still bring out all the people we just named from the Wizards, like, niggas is not athletic like Jonathan, like Sean, I would say, like, more ceiling. Like, a lot of those players are, like, they veterans. They know what they are in the league, whereas you still have that future potential. I know people hate the two timeline thing, but with Jonathan Kuminga, like, he could still turn into something down the road when Steph and Draymond leave and Jimmy leave and Steve leaves. But it's just like you said, bro. Like, this nigga Steve do not be fucking with this nigga. He already said at the beginning of the free agency, like, bro, this nigga dropped so many buckets in like closing games with the Timberwolves, bro. Like, by himself out there. This nigga Steve still gonna say this nigga don't think he could win with them. It's just frustrating, like you said. So to bring him back would just be awkward.
Yeah, and I just feel like people have their mind made up about who this kid is on this team. So just let him go do his thing. You feel me? Not necessarily saying it's going to be better or worse. It's just young fella want to spread his wings. You got to go to let him do him.
Very well said. Very well said. With the Wizards, I mean, like I said, that is a team that kind of comes up that I feel like would be, yes, somewhat realistic. Why I am no longer on. I'll try to bring it up here for those who are joining in with us. Make sure y'all go ahead and follow us on Twitter right now at OnBaseSoil, on Instagram at OnBaseSoil, and on YouTube, as we got a good amount of people flowing in right now. Giannis watch is potentially over for your boy. I went into the trade machine, and it is saying that it is highly unlikely that we are able to get Giannis, as it would have to be a like 3-team type of deal, and like we'd have to like be able to send something for this nigga. And at this point, there's nothing really else. Like, all the moves have kind of been made in free agency. So it's like it says, well, bringing Giannis will require an extremely rare, massive multi-team deal with huge assets, realistically low, and given the cap restraints and the need for matching salaries, that this dream right here that y'all see in front of us is finally dead for your boy.
But you don't want to listen to me when I say this shit, though. Okay. Got you. You need all the technical that, right? You need all the technical terms. Got it. Okay.
Oh, but man, it sounded so good. Like, come on,
man. It never
like,
sounded realistic. It never sounded realistic.
If we could have traded everybody for him, like, you just gut the whole team, but that's not gonna happen. Like, this nigga Giannis.
Why would they take that? They could go get much better players.
You don't want Jimmy Butler? Playoff Jimmy?
No, they don't want Jimmy Butler. They could have got him from Miami. They wanted Jimmy Butler.
For the low, could have got him from
right.
the low from
right. Yeah. They could have got him from Middleton if they wanted shit.
Could have got Jonathan Kuminga and Jimmy Butler and Draymond Green.
They could have. And they damn sure didn't want to do that.
Yeah. Do you think he backdoored your man's Dame and brought in Miles Turner?
No, I think that was a win-win for everybody. I don't necessarily feel like he was mad how everybody wanted to say it. Like I just feel like it is what it is. They did what they had to do. Works
Yeah.
out best for every party involved.
What do they look like with Miles Turner? Like, isn't that
I feel like it just replaces
don't
Brook
really got
Lopez.
nobody?
Yeah, it
Yeah,
just
yeah, that's
replaces
a
Brook
good
Lopez.
that's a good
Yeah,
point. That's a good point. That's a good
yeah.
point. But
It's
now,
not.
oh, go ahead, my bad.
No, I was just gonna say, yeah, it's not. To me, it don't necessarily move the needle. It move the needle like that, but you need a shooting center around Giannis. So I feel like it's decent. I'm not a huge Miles Turner fan, as you know. Um,
Yeah,
I've never been impressed, but he's not a bad basketball player. He's gonna block shots. Like I said, you might get dunked on, but he's still gonna go out there and try to block 3, 4, 5 shots a game. So you got to give him his respect. He hits the pick and pops. I just hate 7-footers that don't rebound, and he be out that 3-point line so much
man,
he
that's
don't get
real.
in
No,
there and
that
hit
nigga
the
be out
glass
there
like that.
drifting. No, that's real.
Man, he get way too comfortable out there.
OB3 says the Bucks did Dame cold, but it looks like he's overall okay with it. Definitely cool. Especially since
I
he was gonna be
mean,
out for the whole year anyway. Go ahead.
yeah, and then I feel like long as they paying him his money, shit, I don't
Right.
give a fuck. Y'all can cut me all
Right.
y'all want. I don't give a
Whenever
fuck.
you
Like
want, man, I will be at the
they
crib.
they ain't been back home in Portland and Oakland rehabbing anyway, and I guess they were saying the Bucks had a problem with that. But it's like, bro, I got a family and shit. You want me to sit out here in Milwaukee and nigga just be miserable? Like, kiss my ass, bro. The fuck? You better send your staff down here. So, hey,
Yep.
I feel like it's a win-win. He get to go where he want. They get to free up some dollars to, try to make moves and stay competitive for this year instead of just chalking the season up. So, it's respect. I thought it was a good move. And if I mean, Dame get to pick where he wants to go. So.
Where do you think he goes?
I don't know. I think the best fit for him would be Denver or Minnesota. I think those two places. I'm really not a fan of Jamal Murray, just for the fact that like we've seen him rise to the occasion at moments, but I hate players that just ain't consistent. It's like Wiggins, like when your peak is up there, like one of the best, but how often do we see that dude? You
Yep.
know what I'm saying?
Yep.
That shit irritates the fuck out of me. So I would much rather see Dame with Jokic. Obviously, Dame's gonna have to work himself back into shape. He about to be what 34, 30, 34, about to be 35. So he's gonna need a season to really get his legs back up under him. But I still think Dame will be a elite basketball player still, for the fact that he was athletic, but he never really relied on
He was a
athleticism
below the
for
rim
his
player.
game like that. Yeah, like you feel me? Like he could dunk, but Dame was about getting buckets. So it's not really. I'm not gonna say it's not gonna affect him because like we know better than that. But I feel like he'll be able to get back to his 25 a game form after he gets back out there.
Yeah, no, I definitely can agree with you on that. I do like the Nuggets spot, and I really like the Timberwolves. I fight with the Timberwolves, it'll give him enough time to like, you know what I'm saying, like maybe get back to what he was post injury or pre-injury. Just because I don't feel like the Timberwolves they still have enough time, like, you know what I'm saying, runway for him to get back healthy and then get acclimated with Ant-Man and everything. So he doesn't have to come back trying to save the day for the playoffs next year. Where I fight the Nuggets, like they kind of in win mode now because they're a little bit older. But I do like him going there to Minnesota. But back to Kuminga real quick, because some other spots and some other people, sorry, end up Giannis, watch y'all. There's some other teams that are out there, like sorry, just cry with a tear for Giannis.
You gotta apologize to me.
Yes. With Kuminga, somebody floated Herb Jones on the Pelicans. You know what I'm saying? And there's no way they get Trent Murphy, bro. But like, I don't know. I'll take both of them if that's on the table. But it was like Herb Jones and some other nigga I had never heard of. Like, And like you said, at this point, are you just throwing out? You said we just need anything back for.
I was about to say, like, for real, I'm not really impressed because it's like if you ask me, that's not an equal move. Trey Murphy,
Yeah.
I'd be cool with Trey Murphy, but like
Trey
you said,
Murphy,
that
I
probably
would
ain't gonna
definitely be
happen.
cool with. Right.
But that probably ain't gonna happen. So kind of is what it is.
Yeah.
Herb Jones, not my preference, but again, he's serviceable. You feel me? He's a wing defender. That's kind of what the Warriors seem to be after. Is another 3-and-D, I guess, wing defender. So, yeah, we'll see. Just give me somebody that can play, bro. You're gonna keep Kuminga on the bench.
Keep Kuminga, dog, bro. There's still a scenario that this nigga just retires, man, and they just go back. We just do this dance. We just keep doing this dance until somebody got a budge. Until Steve says fuck it, or you know what I'm saying, just Kuminga ends up out there on the floor. But he's also not. It's not getting the numbers out there like he wants. Like you said, like niggas is not going to just get this nigga extension if they know that everybody can see what the Warriors is going through right now. So like we're not about to throw the bag at this nigga if he just going to be out there on the trademark below. So he's kind of stuck in between a rock and a hard place for sure. And I just hope that shit works out, man. What do you think is the likely scenario right now on Kuminga watch?
I think the likely scenario is I could see somebody offering them like a deal, the Warriors matching it. The likely scenario, I think he starts the season on our team and they just play hardball and continue to try and trade him.
Yep.
I don't know. I feel like Dunleavy is working behind the scenes, but at this point, I just don't like the whole. It feels like all our eggs is in one basket, and this shit is not really.
This is
it's just not really feeling like pretending type moves is going on right now. Like these motherfuckers are talking about out here getting Al Horford, dog. Like this man,
they was praying, nigga. They was praying on Al Horford. This nigga still, right? He still didn't want to come to the squad. Like
when your options is the Warriors or retirement, like what we doing, baby? Like
man, bro, like it ain't Warriors from like 4 years ago, 5 years ago. You know what I'm saying? Just fresh off the championship. Like nigga, it's been a minute since the championship. We just scraped out a playoff series with the Houston Rockets, who have now gotten better. And we just an old team, bro. These niggas old, bro. Like, we said it before when they got Jimmy. This pretty much was going to be the last hurrah, the Steph, Jimmy, and Draymond era. But I'm just like, nigga, if you know we're not going to win, if we can't make no other moves, it's going to make us like an actual championship contender. Just ride the fuck out and just keep this nigga Kuminga in the starting line. This nigga Jimmy Butler said, nigga, I can win games with Kuminga. And this nigga Steve refuses to not play my nigga. So it's like,
bro, it's just a clash of who Kuminga believes he is versus who Kurt believes he is. You know, like, and at the end of the day, as much as I love Kuminga, you feel me? If you don't want to play the role your coach give you, you ain't gonna play. Like it's just. It's fucked up as it is. You feel me? Just the harsh reality of professional, and not even professional, because it's like that in college and high school basketball too. Like, you either play your role or you gonna sit on the side. Shit, it is what it is.
It's a tough story, man. But we're gonna be here to watch all of it as it unfolds in real time. Do you think? Well, you say you're gonna probably be on the team by the beginning of the season, so we'll see. If anything happens over the holiday weekend, or sometimes shit does kind of tend to pop off. Shout out to KD Day. If you know, you know. But we're going to keep an eye on it, y'all. Over to a nice little remembrance as we were gone and we lost a real soldier. Oh, man, that shit, I did not think I was going to see that shit come across my timeline, bro. Kevon Looney, a.k.a. Lou. A.k.a. Mr. 3-time champion, a.k.a. Loon Olajuwon. Shout out Jayla Frey, other people, F them kids, Steve Kerr, F Tyler Miller. Our boy Looney has left for greener pastures. Well, I don't want to say greener pastures, but he's left the Warriors and now signed with the New Orleans Pelicans for, I believe it was like 16 mil. And is reunited with his Milwaukee homie and YN Jordan Poole, who is now in his 13th. And leaves behind a really good legacy. This is a really dope photo that I found from BF. I'm hoping to get the Looney jersey on sale in these next couple of weeks because of what he meant to the organization. I know a lot of people will clown my nigga and everything like that for, you know what I'm saying, not having the most ups or whatever, and just, you know, being slow footed and everything like that. But like, man, Looney just smart player, great role player, great teammate, locker room guy. Like, literally did everything you could ask for and probably even overachieved a little bit more than what he probably was destined to be. But what words do you gotta say for the GOAT that is Loon, my boy?
Yeah, just gonna always be love for number 5. You know what I'm saying? 3-time champ. You know what I mean? Came in the middle of the dynasty, held it down, cracked the rotation, played his part, did what he had to do.
Yep.
Yeah, it's just sad to see my boy go. Even though Curry doing my boy Loon even bad. You know what I'm saying?
Man,
He'd be consistent. He be getting DNPs, but he never complained. You know what I'm saying? So, ultimate professional. Especially in the 2022 run, you feel me? He's a huge part of that championship. Like, he was playing in like 17 and 18. You know what I'm saying? He was a part of it. But 2022, yeah, like, he was doing this thing. So shout out to Loon. I don't know if his jersey go up in the Raptors. I've seen a lot of people talking about that. You feel me?
Man,
but
do we get a little?
Loon, though.
Do you get a little statue outside the chase, like the Iverson one? You know what I'm saying, like the practice facility statue, or he definitely getting.
They hung his jersey up in the practice facility, or gave him a wall or something, or a section in the Chase Center or something. I wouldn't be mad at it, but I just don't see him. Like, for nobody to be able to wear 5 again, that's a tough ask. But you feel me? Loon,
5
deserves to be the Ring of Honor or something. You feel me? Like, he deserves, you know what I mean?
So outside of Chase Center, over there between the team store and the left side, I would say the left side of the stadium, they got them little rings on the ground with the names in them. You know what I'm saying? Andre Iguodala got one. I don't know if that's a Ring of Honor of what you mean, but it's kind of like, Warrior Walk of Fame, I guess you could say.
He for sure deserved that.
He owned that. Yeah. Give my nigga a nice little quote inside the ring and put the number 5 on it and call it a day. Kind of tough that my last memory of Kevon Looney is going to be Anthony Edwards coming down the lane. It just rising up. Oh my God, bro. That was terrifying and very crazy to see in real time. But just, bro, the games he had like 20 rebounds and shit. Like you said, the 22 run, bro. That is the Kevon Looney peak of all time of NBA player, because he was just out there really getting hella boards and just banging with niggas. And he gonna be missed, bro. He gonna be missed for sure, man. Like, I don't know what you think of him going back to play with Jordan Poole too in New Orleans.
That's cool. Feel like my man getting 8 mil. Was it 8 mil a year or something like that? I'm glad my boy going to get paid, get cashed out, do what he got to do. So, you know what I'm saying? New Orleans ain't a bad place to live.
No, not at all. His also his 3-point shot that he hit in the playoffs. This little playoff run, he had like a nice little one. Do you remember the sideline? He like a corner 3 versus the Rockets. That shit was pretty lit too. Looney he has some good highlights, man. Kind of get to the chat for Loon right quick. Looney will be missed. We'll be weird to not see him with the Warriors anymore, for surely.
Yeah, for
sure. Jay LaFrey says it was inevitable. He was barely playing and deserved playing time. Yeah, no, that's exactly. Yeah, he, like Pat said, Steve don't give a fuck unless your name is Steph Curry. We will find a way to fit in other niggas in the lineup.
And even Steph Curry be a victim of it sometimes. He be on his minute restriction shit sometimes. Hey, rotation. You gotta go with the rotation.
Oh, rotations. That's what funny. No, I was thinking
at the 7-minute mark, not a second sooner.
Not a second sooner, not at all. Steve be on the minutes. I was gonna say even when Steph came off the bench for Jordan Poole when he first came back from injury in 22. That shit was funny. Dog. That's what Poole was really like. Nigga, I'm untouchable. Nigga,
yeah,
Draymond, you exactly. A backpack. Sal says Bay Legend in my book won't get a statue or a jersey retirement ceremony, but damn it, he a legend for sure. You know what I'm saying?
Nah, that's real talk.
East for free,
Loon's forever. Yeah, I was about to say Loon's forever locked in. You feel me? In Warrior history, that's the fact.
Ooh, dude got a real good nugget. Locked eyes with Loon. Niggas went to the Kings game. This season, like I think it was like after the break or whatever. I'm coming to the locker room. We coming through the whatever. Like I'm by the player section, and this nigga walking back from warm ups, and he see me, hit him with the head down. He with the head down. I said, "Loon," and then he said, "What's up?" He kept it cool at first, and then I think I was going down the tunnel after. I said, "Man, let's get a win, nigga." He said, "Hell yeah!" I said, "Oh, that's fucking go twin." Oh, that was pretty cool, man. Just a cool dude, man. Jalen Frey, Looney left better than Clay did. I'm gonna say the Clay shit was gonna be messy because he's a come on, man. Clay is a stable amongst the whole dynasty run. And Looney's as well, but that's Klay Thompson. It was just like, you know what I'm saying? I just feel like it was going to be more talked about than Looney leaving. What do you feel?
Yeah, it definitely ended way messier. But yeah, it was either if he was either going to retire or Warrior, it was going to get nasty. You know what I'm saying? One way or the other. It's just, pride and stuff get in the way,
Yeah.
And the way Kerr went about it wasn't the best either. He could have eased Clay into coming off the bench, but you just randomly decide you're going to start pods and just, it's a lot of stuff that went into it. And we'll talk about it. You know what I'm saying? But
Yep. That's true. There was a picture I wish I'd have uploaded it, but just of the roster from that 22 team. I mean, it should be changing always, but we are down to like the last 3 or 4 with Steph, Draymond, Moody, Jonathan Kuminga, and GP2 and GP2.
Shit, he damn about to be gone too.
I know he's pretty much he's 1 foot out. The man, shout out to the fam. Yeah. Damn it, the Peyton, damn GP2 might be out of there. Damn. But and I heard the draft pick that we got to is kind of like a replacement for GP2, bro, from Florida.
Oh, don't get me started on these draft picks.
Go ahead. We ain't even talked about it. Go ahead and get to the draft picks for the Dubs.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't be knowing what they be doing sometimes. Sometimes it be some good shit. But I don't know. I'm gonna give these dudes the benefit of the doubt, but it was like dude on the Florida team, he wasn't even like, he wasn't even one of their main guys. So,
hey, was he starter?
Maybe, but I don't remember. Honestly, I can't remember. He wasn't a factor like that. Like,
I mean, this is a day 2 pick though, so like I'm not already thinking the nigga's not gonna be good. Yes, there's been a Jokic. Yes, there's been a Draymond Green in the second round, but like I'm still not. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm not gonna put 10 on 20 with it. So I didn't really know who he was when they picked him, but you felt like there was better players we could have got at that spot.
Yeah, I mean, even the pick we drafted and ended up trading Kobe Bryant. I feel like we could have kept that pick if that's what we was gonna do. And then the dude they took out of Australia, I'm not really sold on him yet either. They was calling him the Australian Guy Santos, which is hilarious. So
yep.
We'll see. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, I'm not too impressed with some of these draft picks there, but it'll be interesting.
OB3 says Will Richards could be a player, but not sure about the guy from Australia. I heard he is not athletic. We are not nowhere near against, or not against, but we are nowhere near the Warriors not down with getting unathletic niggas. So I'm not surprised by that. But it's a weird little place right now where they're at, bro. Because it's like the two timelines and the current old nigga shit is really coming to a real head right now, and you haven't really made any moves to really get the roster better, like you were saying before. And it's just a lot of going to just be Steph, Jimmy, and Dre with maybe some sprinkles of Pods and Moody in there. And we saw how that ended up in the playoffs. But do you think there's any move they could make to be like back to the contenders, bro, from this point right now?
Yeah, it's hard. It's hard. It's hard to. Yeah. It's just it's everybody's
it's
starting
hard.
to. Everybody's starting to like, find a niche. Not find a niche, but find where they're gonna be at. Like it's day 4 now. All the well is drying up, my brother. You know what I'm saying?
The well is dry, brother. It's dry, bro. The well is dry, bro. Oh my God. Free agency is definitely rolling on, and I don't know, like, it hasn't been too many like crazy moves for me. The Lakers got DeAndre Ayton. Any moves that stuck out to you for this free agency so far? Outside, I guess, Dame.
I thought the Miles Turner thing was really, really a good move. Thought that was smooth. What else? I mean, obviously the KD trade. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that was probably the biggest.
I'm saying, you can't go without saying that. But the KD thing was like we kind of seen that coming. Like I said, OKC thing was out there too. But then once they won the championship, that was kind of off the table. Like, yeah, I think Houston's gonna be a problem. I think quietly, I like the moves Denver made too, to trade Michael Porter for Cam Thomas. No, not Cam Thomas.
Yeah.
Cam
Johnson. Cam Johnson.
Yes, Cam Johnson.
Cam Johnson.
Yeah,
Cam Thomas is a bucket though, but yes.
No, facts. But he's like very similar player to Michael Porter, and obviously Michael Porter got the injury stuff that he'd be going through, so he'll be able to be a little more consistent than Mike. And then they getting Bruce Brown back, which I think is quietly gonna pay dividends for him. You know, he's one of the players that like he does a little bit of everything, but I guess yeah. But it's like when he's on a team that's not really good, I guess it don't really help like that. But I feel like put him back next to Jokic, and he gonna look like a damn star again. Like not in a star, obviously. I'm exaggerating a little bit, but he'll be looking like a very productive player again. I think.
Yeah, for sure. Really good glue player for sure.
Yeah, Draymond next to Steph. You feel me? Put Draymond somewhere else, it might look crazy, but you know, Draymond next to Steph. You feel me? It looked like Draymond Green Hall of Fame.
I was gonna say I'm glad you brought that up. I was literally gonna say it's like if Draymond went to another team and they came back. Yeah, no, that's right. You're right.
Yeah.
Beat me to it. Do you think Dallas are really contenders now with their roster currently, bringing in Cooper Flag and having the potential pieces of Kyrie with AD with Klay Thompson?
If Kyrie wasn't hurt, I would say yeah, but I don't think Kyrie's gonna come back full strength this year. I mean, obviously he'll be. I ain't gonna say obviously, but I do think he'll be back probably a little bit before the playoffs and probably playing the playoff run. But I think the next season is when he'll really be full stride. But I do think they're a legit team. I'm not gonna lie. And then they got D'Lo, which I think is a very good move for them. And
yeah, I like that.
Understands for me gonna slide back to the bench when Kai come back. So I think they are a legit contender. I feel like I said, one more year before they really hit their stride. But shit, I mean, I'll put him up there for sure.
I like the Mavs for sure too. I saw on the Homie podcast. Shout out to the Pivot. I think it's the Pivot podcast. I don't know. Shout out to the Homie LeRon. But they were saying with a debate between KD and Anthony Davis. I guess like who is more the dominant one? Because kind of they both are really great players, but still have to be like number twos on the team if you really want to like win the championship. You know what I'm saying? Like AD winning with Bron and then KD winning with Steph. But when they're their own players on their own teams, who do you feel like is the who you think better? Who you think has the better team? I guess when they're the star
KD.
of the team.
KD led a team to the finals.
That was before he went to the Warriors.
Yeah.
But after that, he hasn't done nothing.
I mean, he was a toe on the line for being what in the NBA finals. Was that Eastern Conference Finals?
Or he was Eastern Conference. Yeah.
AD ain't do shit. I don't think he made it out the first round.
He hit that. Steph hit that shot over him, so that's kind of tough to say. I guess you could say. Yeah, I guess I give it to you.
No, don't make that excuse now. Steph took a lot of motherfuckers out.
No, I'm not even asking you. Not making that excuse. I'm just
James
saying
Harden would probably be a champion if it wasn't for the Warriors. Shit.
James Harden would not be a champion if it was for the Warriors. He would find a way to fold in the finals.
Probably, but I mean, shit, who knows? As long as the game ain't go 7, he would have a chance.
As long as it's gonna go 7 for sure.
If he get it done at 5, then he'd get the out of there.
You know, right? He need 5 goals. I'm gonna cook these 5. That's hella funny. But now I'm agree with you. I'm gonna go KD for sure. Yeah, it is an interesting topic, but I just feel like brothers named KD really don't be tripping no more. Like he did that early in his career because he was trying to be the number one. He went to the Warriors. He was cool with being a team guy. You end up winning Finals MVP, and you win like 2 championships. And then you leave, and you are definitely the alpha on all these teams that you went to. They just don't be doing shit. So I'm just like, I don't know. Like I don't know. Anthony Davis might be a little bit more dominant. Well, that's why I want to see how this next year plays out. It'll be a good eye test to see if Anthony Davis can really, I guess, command the team. Because bro, when he was on there with the Lakers, you wouldn't think he was the more number one when they won the championship, when they won the Mickey Mouse ring. Or you feel like Bron was?
Not.
Absolutely not.
AD was hooping. We're not gonna act like AD did his thing. But nah.
You gotta go still number 2. All right, interesting. I think free agency it's been cool. It hasn't been like I don't know. Like I feel like you said, the KD was probably the biggest out of nowhere thing to happen, or I guess the biggest trade to happen. Like you said, we already knew that was already around the corner. So
I mean, and then the free agency ain't really what it used to no more because like the stars don't really be free agents. They just opt into their deal, and then they be like, "Fuck it, you gonna have to trade me if this shit ain't going how I want it to go." Like so.
That's facts. That's facts.
Back in the day, like the superstars or more star players was going into free agency, so he was actually waiting to see what they was gonna do. Now it should be like, oh, I'm opt in and we'll figure this shit out later. I'm up out of here. Like, give me my bag first, and then
Yeah, I'm about to agree with you on that. I think maybe I don't know. I gotta see what it's looking like down the line, but it just feeling like it's gonna be kind of the same of what it was this year, with OKC being the favorites out the West. I guess maybe the Rockets and Dallas are up there now, but I still feel like the OKC would be the favorites, and then out the East, shit, the Knicks or whoever. I don't even know what's going to happen in the East, bro, because Pacers are cooked. The Knicks are the Knicks. I don't think they're gonna. Bro, they're the same team, even though they got the greatest Knick of all time. And then the Celtics. Jason Tatum's not coming back no time soon, and they lost a couple niggas. So I don't know. It's gonna look different next year. But who you think? Yeah, who you think coming out the East?
Coming out of the East.
We're just calling it. We're spitballing it in on July 2nd
I
or July.
I think Cleveland, if they can stay healthy,
I believe in
I
Cleveland.
think Cleveland. Who else is in the East? Detroit probably be a little bit better.
Ooh, got a sleeper pick.
Orlando.
I was just gonna say my NBA League Pass niggas Desmond Bain.
Yeah, I was about to say this is about to. I feel like this is gonna be time for them to make they leap for sure. You know what I'm saying? At least get into like. I need y'all to at least win a series or two. You know what I'm saying? Like
right,
you ain't necessarily gotta get in the finals right now, but y'all gotta at least win a series or two. Like you know what I'm saying? It's time for that. Atlanta.
Atlanta.
If Porzingis can stay healthy, yeah. I mean, obviously we know that's always the case with him, but him and Trey, I feel like that's a nice 1-2 punch.
Nice 1-2. He gotta stay healthy though, like you said.
And I like Dyson Daniels too.
He will dunk on you.
Yeah,
that's a pretty
defender.
Good team. Yep. Yeah. That's pretty good teams. Not mad at that. The East is gonna be different. So we're gonna see. It's gonna be interesting. Basketball is gonna be pretty lit come next season. For the Valkyries update, also too, got a pivot right now. We got 1,700 people in here right now. Appreciate y'all coming through, but I need y'all to go ahead and go to YouTube, hit the subscribe button right now. Go ahead and like this episode, share it with a couple people as well too. We are also always going to be showing love to the women in WNBA. With the Valkyries here have low-key been winning some games, but what is your update for the Valkyries, Pat?
Yeah, they're 9-7 right now.
There we go.
6th place. In the top 8 in the WNBA make the playoffs. So
beat Caitlin Clark as well too, right?
They beat Indiana. I don't even know if Caitlin was playing in that game.
She was playing that game.
Oh, she did. Okay, yeah, I didn't watch that game. So
I know at least that much.
I know she's back injured again, so I didn't know if she played or not.
I saw that.
They did just win the Commissioner's Cup, their in-season tournament, though. So shout out to Indiana Fever. Caitlin Clark did not play in that game. Yeah. Yeah, she said she ain't fucking with Detroit, though. She's so funny. Yeah, they're holding it down, though. I thought they was going to be, you feel me, bottom of the standings coming into this year because they just had like a makeshift team they threw together, but they're scrappy. They defend and they be out there hooping. So you feel me? Shout out to the Vows.
Who's been hooping on the squad?
Veronica Burton, she been killing. Monique Billings, she been killing. Kayla Thornton, she been killing. Kate Martin just had a career high. Was it last game? Game before last? I think she had 21. So she's been doing a lot better. Tip Hayes, she be killing. They got some hoopers though, so they be doing their thing. I'm not gonna hold you. I was not expecting them to be where they are right now, but shit, they hoop.
Is this bad though? Because I'm always thinking in NFL logic, or I guess even in NBA logic.
They're fucking up the draft pick. They're fucking up the draft.
Are we cooked on getting Juju Watkins, or y'all saying getting somebody else to come to the squad?
They're fucking up the draft pick. But Juju not coming out this year anyway. I don't think so. She has the option to, but I think she'll play. She'll play all 4 years. But yeah, I don't know. Long as we continue to hoop, I want us to try and make this trade for Aaliyah Edwards because I know she's on the trade block right now for Washington. She was the first round pick from UConn last year for Washington, and she kind of fell out the rotation because Kiki Area-Finn, who's damn near a contender for Rookie of the Year, came in hooping. So. Yeah, so maybe they can try and get her, you feel me, and boost up this roster and say, fuck it, man, let's just compete. I mean, shit.
Have you been to a game yet this year?
No, I have not.
I
I got a
want.
couple, on my radar, but I haven't been yet.
Okay. I just want to know I heard it's been lit at the Chase Center. Steph was there the other night, and then Pods is a continuous fan of the Valkyries, sitting baseline, talking shit to the women out there. So I heard it's been lit at the Chase Center for the Valks games. Just want to get a bird's eye view on the ground next time you're up there. So definitely would love to see what that's looking like. Before we get over to the 49ers, before we get up out of here, just a quick baseball blurb. As my Giants are kind of far back in the Western, as all of a sudden we just dropped to 9 games from the first. But the Dodgers, the whole ass Dodgers, are kind of looking like the best team in baseball right now. So I hope Kev is not still on this stream right now, but they have like one of the best records in the league. So hopefully the Giants can get it together after getting Rafi. We kind of just fucking shit the bed. But your A's have also been making plays as well too on the ESPN, and a couple highlights when I be at the gym. I'll be seeing them. But anything you're excited about for baseball? anything you're excited about for baseball right now, Pat?
For it to be over.
No. Great.
No, I got a respect for baseball players. I just don't follow baseball no more. I know the Dodgers are good. They got a lot of good players. If you got a lot of people that I heard of, I know your team is pretty good. So,
especially in baseball, no, that's real.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, and I probably know a little bit more than I'd say than a casual fan. Like I don't know what's a little bit above the casual. So I probably know a few more names. Yeah, I'm about to say I probably know a few more names, but if you got a lot of names that I know your team is pretty good. So
I understand it. Yeah. I'm just hoping the Giants, they found a way to win tonight, but I know the Diamonds or Arizona's kind of trash. So not gonna hold my breath, but that is our baseball blurb for today. We ain't gotta be too long with it. Before we get up out here, gotta get a little bit of 49ers talk, because I did not put that in the rundown, but real quick before we get up out of here, somebody came out and said Brock Purdy, they think he's not going to be nothing really like that. Some guy on Twitter or whatever thinks that he is better with a more talented roster, which I've been saying on the show for a long time, but I don't know. I mean, and then also go ahead.
I say, what quarterback is it?
That's not it.
Duh.
We go for 2 more hours with this. Go ahead.
What are we talking about?
So you are not. So you are not mad at them giving him the bag and literally not having any wide receiver weapons outside of George Kittle and I guess Jawan Jennings come week 1.
I'm not mad at them paying. I ain't got to pay that motherfucker. I don't give a fuck. I would prefer them to have some better wide receiver options. Yes, I would definitely prefer that. But you feel me? If for you to say, Brock Purdy is better with a better team around him, every quarterback is. Like, I mean, duh. That's oxymoron.
Some are better without, though. And I mean, do you think? I mean, with this softer schedule in the beginning of the season, do you think he is going to revert back to 2020? What was that 2022? Was that 2022? Whatever season when he was hooping. I guess that was 2022. You think he gets back to that level, or you think it's more of last year?
I think he'll be better, more the 2022 than 23 or whatever. Then yeah, I'd say it was closer to that. Last year just seemed like, I don't know, the season from hell. He didn't play well at all. Nobody really did, honestly. So
I don't think it's gonna be that good, man. I think niggas gonna be out there.
I mean, who do you feel like had a good season?
Oh, I was saying, unless Christian McCaffrey comes back with like new legs and he looks like what he did before the injury, because it'll just be stacking in the box, more men in the box trying to stop the run and just really forcing Purdy to beat him with his arm. And if you not, because they don't be force feeding George. If that anything to save him, it would be force feeding George. And Kyle don't like to do that shit. And it'll be a lot of just within the scheme throwing DeMarcus Robinson and maybe Ricky Pearsall turns into something, but it's not looking too good for your man's out there quarterback, I feel like.
Hey, listen, I would definitely prefer he had some more weapons, but in the meantime, in between time, you feel me? It's your job to make do with what you got, and
yep, that's true.
I expect him to play better than what he did last year. I don't give a fuck who's out there.
We would hope so. We're gonna see what happens. On that note, also too, a lot of people been talking shit about my boy Debo being fat out there. And why does Debo get the hate he does? He don't even be saying nothing, bro. Niggas coming from Debo, but even your man Terrell Owens also has shade for Debo as well. Do you think Debo bounces back in Washington? Even though we got this conversation, but
yeah, I think he'll have a good year. I mean, Debo's he Debo. He marched to the beat of his own drum. You feel me? And everybody don't like that. So, when you do shit your own way, you know what I'm saying? I ain't gonna say it's like
you don't even be talking crazy. It's like I can see him be talking crazy, like, but I don't think
he don't talk crazy
like
but
that. Like, man,
he be hella short with the media and shit. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
like,
I guess
he
he's
be hella
strong.
like so people they be feeling some type of way, and he be talking to them when they ask them questions. He be like, "What are you talking about?" You know what I'm saying?
That's real.
He don't go out of his way to give you them politically correct answers. So,
yes, that's true. That is true.
When you don't make friends with the people who write the articles, they write it how they want.
Yes, no Sal. Him and Scary Terry will be nice combo.
Yeah.
Fantasy football fans out there. Ooh, I know y'all be out there. We gonna be. We gotta get a mock draft going or something, man. Like, man, or we gotta be able to stream our draft somehow this year. I cannot wait. Yeah, man. I think you got anything else?
Nah, I feel like that's about it for now. We'll probably hit y'all with an episode if anything happens on the Kuminga front.
Stay ready this weekend. I will have my computer on me wherever I'm at. Just in case the shit goes down even tomorrow, I should probably be ready. As we are on Kuminga Watch, and we will hit y'all another episode. We got 1,900 people in there today, so that's definitely the biggest turnout for show. Thank y'all for coming through. Make sure y'all go ahead and hit the like button, hit the subscribe button. Turn on your damn notifications so you know when your boys go live. You can follow us on all socials at OnBase Soil, Instagram, TikTok. Hit us on Twitter. Make sure y'all go ahead and check this episode right now too. And then we will be back with y'all later on again. And my brother Pat, as always, last words.
Yeah, just want to give a shout out to the SF Bay Area Pro-Am. You know what I'm saying? My brother was out there doing his thing the other night. All the block fam, you know what I'm saying? The Refties doing their thing. So if y'all get a chance, go out there. The keys are Monday through Friday, 8 p.m. Monday through Thursday, 8 p.m. It's free. You know what I'm saying? Take the kids, whatever, see some good hoops. But yeah, like he said, follow on our socials. You know what I'm saying? Preferably YouTube, get over there and subscribe. You feel me? That would be greatly appreciated so we can start to monetize this platform here. You know what I mean? But yeah, y'all be cool. How y'all be cool. Drop a follow. You know what I'm saying? Turn on your notifications because that way we ain't got to tell y'all when we going live. It's going to pop up on your phone. You know what I'm saying? The little bell. Click that. You know what I'm saying? Do what it do. Y'all be cool. How y'all be cool. Be safe out there for the 4th. And yeah.
Enjoy y'all 4th of July. All right, y'all.
Yeah.
Meet y'all later.
Yeah.